29 May 2026, 2:37 a.m. according to the black and white. The night sky. You mean the night sky and the lamppost, right? Yeah, same thing. This joke seems genius to me. It seems like a genius joke. It's a very stupid joke to make, but still, it's a genius joke. Part 58 million of my Epstein is not the bad guy. He's not a good guy, but he's not the bad guy. This joke went a lot darker than normal. It's like beautiful though. It's beautifully dark. It's how does this joke go? It's basically me role playing as a sex trader, and then I'm talking down to America. I'm like, you fucking retards, you raise your daughters like fucking whores. And then I go to some house. In this story, I have a sex trader who's like traded hundreds of thousands to Chinese businessmans, Saudi sheiks, who else? Drug cartel leaders from Mexico, Colombia. How do you do it? Well, I go down to the bar, and I'm like, hey there, you're so beautiful. Find a nice looking lady. I'm like, have you ever been to Cancun? I know a guy with a nice boat. You're so beautiful. I offer him a drink, half a week later, some Mexican drug cartel guy, he's got her tied down, he's got a dog fucking her, and he's making a video of it. Ah, man, those guys are mean. Same thing, have you ever been to Abu Dhabi? Do you like boats? You want a drink? I got a friend you might want to meet. Next step, baby. And then you can also include, what'd you do? You did Saudi Arabia, you did Mexican drug cartel. China, you want to do China too? Well, sometimes they eat the dogs, so sometimes they use their animals. Okay. So the joke. Well, the joke at all other ones too. I just can't. Well, I mean, here's the thing. See, most of these people don't realize sex is not about sex, right? Look, that drug cartel guy, he was providing America a service. You people wanted that stuff. And then you go and kill his brother or his friend, and he's like, well, he's got to get some sort of revenge, and, how do you do that? I guess you get an American lady and you have a dog, have sex with her? I guess that's how it works, yeah. I mean, he was a nice guy. He was providing you guys stuff you wanted, and somehow he's the bad guy of the story. I don't get it, but whatever. And then, he wanted his revenge, I guess. Same thing with, what other country did they use? Oh, China. I don't know, maybe China or Saudi Arabia. Yeah, Saudi Arabia. Here's this guy providing you guys a service, this black stuff out of the ground. He's got billions, trillions of dollars, and, you guys get all snotty with him. Why are you guys so snotty with the Middle East? I mean, come on. How can you blame him almost? I mean, that's not my business. I'm only in the business of pleasing people at the top. So, I take this Epstein thing very personally because, let me be very blunt about this. The people in America are just like the people overseas. I see the same thing in their eyes. They just like fucking people. They get their revenge. They're just like Xi Jinping or Prince Saud. Mexican drug cartel leaders, there's no difference there. I mean, Epstein was just doing those guys favors, right? He was just like, hey, you guys like this? You like this? And he's thrown under the bus. I take it personally. As a guy who knows what guys at the top like, I take this very personally that you guys have discriminated against Epstein the way you have. I provided multiple women. I provided lots of experiences. And they're going to throw me under the bus the same way they did Epstein. I mean, come on. I'm just kidding. I have more than enough black mouth to throw all those people. You didn't do a very good job. When you do that, you got to have like a tomb of documents that you release. If you don't enter your passcode or something, you have like all these videos and stuff, you gotta upload it, and it's like a ticking time bomb if they don't think you're or something. got to stay professional. If you're going to be a sex trader or a, if you're going to be in that business, you got to do it well. You can't be half-assing that shit, And the other thing, you guys can stop raising your daughters to be fucking whores, I don't want to sound like a misogynist here, but you know how many ladies will fall for the, you want to drink, you want to go to Cancun, I know a guy with a boat. You are raising some fucking whores. You guys are the worst. Is that the end of the joke? Oh, I think I had some other ones, parts of there too. I can remember how they fit in there, though. It's not the Chinese businessman's fault that, you guys are fucking lazy pieces of shit and don't want to do your own work, and then you get all pissy about China, so he has to take it out on somebody, Either that or he'll, internally explode or externally explode. So he's like, I want an American woman to teach a lesson to. I'm just here to help him, I'm a businessman. You guys can't even control your drug addiction. Some cartel guy, he's like, why the fuck do they kill me? I just help them. And then, he's got to get his... That pressure's got to go somewhere, And I'm there to help, get some of those pressures relieved, They're probably not smart enough to understand this is a joke. Whatever. It's the calm delivery of which you say disgusting things that I find most funny. Yeah, that is pretty funny. Did you know literally anything can be normal? It's terrifying once you realize it. It's the one box that once you open you cannot put it back. A lot of them thought they were just going to get fucked by a cartel guy, a Mexican guy, or a Saudi, Chinese. But a lot of the time, they don't really realize it's rarely about sex. I told you that before, right? It's mostly about dominance. Race. A lot of them don't even have sex with ladies. They just use You gotta put those Americans in their places. I guess that's their opinion. Not my opinion. I don't get involved in it. I'm just there to provide the goods. You dirty American animals! You want to kill my brother just because I sell drugs? Why don't you people stop doing so many fucking drugs? Yeah, you people don't want to stop doing drugs, so you'll blame the cartel leaders, You don't want to stop doing oil. You'll blame the, sheik. I'm just there to help ease the tensions. You don't want to work in a factory, so you guys hired a bunch of Chinese people to do it, you lazy pieces of fucking shit, I'm just here to help ease the tensions, Everybody stay calm, Oh, man. And you raise these fucking poor daughters to fall for the same shit. Come on. Who takes a drink from a guy they don't know? Come on. Whoa. They have a whole list of crimes that they're just going to pin on somebody. Be careful, buddy. Yeah, the cops are broke too, Do they actually want to do police work? Nah, fuck no. You can just pin it on somebody who didn't do it, bro. Just they didn't want to work in factories. Just they didn't want to get off fucking oil and they didn't want to stop doing drugs. No one's good in this story. There are no good guys in this story. Oh, man. Do you have any other dirty anymore? I don't know. You guys from other countries, maybe? Maybe. an Italian beauty contest. You know, like the ladies go around in like dresses and bikinis. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, hey, what is the point of these? And by the way, I mean, I was jerking off when I was going to finish it. I'm not going to finish this. I'm going to take this energy and put it somewhere else. And then I was thinking about it. I was like, because to me, I think there's almost a glorification of creating innocent women just to fuck them, right? Because I bet they're all idiots, right? There's so much wasted energy that's going into those things. The wasted gowns, the wasted swimsuits, you know. The whole point is just to have a dog, right? You dirty that part. I don't think that was a good joke. That's where the joke started, though. Because I started asking myself, what are these things exactly? Is it like... Because, I mean, you have nothing... I'm a hardcore misogynist, and I know what women are. I'm not very nice to them, so I stay as fucking far away from them as possible, you know what I mean? I'll get in a lot of trouble. But, you know, like, you know what a normie does, you know? You think it's just like that, salad story? Or do you think it's like the Chinese guy story? What story is being told here? Is it all trophy wives? Is it all... Is it, yeah, I don't know. Because it's probably a business, those whole beauty content. I'm assuming they're just, as a person who's in the sex trade business, I'm assuming there's some sort of market for selling those ladies somehow. But then again, that's, you know, you only see reality through the lens you understand. So, because I'm looking at it and going, wow, that's a lot of money to be made. And they don't want to wear that shit. Who wants to wear those fucking bikinis? Who wants to wear those stupid dresses? Those heels look very uncomfortable. Someone has to force them to put them on. I guess I could try and get in that business, you know, like, hey, fucking bitch, put the fucking heels on, you fucking cunt. There's guys out there that want to, you know, they're looking for merchandise. Want you looking at like Epstein, they want you looking at wrestling, they want you drunk, they want to sell their $20 beers, you know, they want the people at the bottom as dumb as possible. So I'm assuming that, you know, they probably want their women stupid, but I might be wrong on that one, I don't know. And then you're thinking almost like, yeah, because it's basically become a zero-sum game, like the entire world has become zero-sum, everyone's trying to fuck everybody. It's kind of like how it works, right? Yeah. Have you ever consolidated a father while watching his daughter get fucked by a dog? It's pretty fun. He's like crying, my daughter's missing, and you're just sitting there watching. It's a great feeling. It's a great feeling. You fucked me out of my coke deal, I will have your daughter fucked. Very nice. You think Chinese factory is not good enough for you? I fuck your daughter. That's not very good Chinese impression, but okay. You think oil too good for you? Yeah, because, I think everything is, well, it's all business, it's all personal, right? What's the difference? I can't tell personally. That's how it works, you know? Someone screws you on a coke deal, someone screws you on an oil deal, someone screws you on some Chinese factories. You gotta get your revenge somehow, otherwise it'll go to your brain, you know what I mean? I'm there to help, I'm there to facilitate. I'm just a facilitator. It's not personal. It's not personal. Maybe you should not raise 4 daughters, you know. Don't. Maybe teach your daughter, you know, like, hey, don't take drinks from a guy. Don't go on boats in foreign countries, you know. joking the shit out of it. Well, it's a fun joke. You know, it's a calm delivery of a disgusting topic. And Epstein is 100% a distraction, by the way. Like, I'll tell you for a fact, there's a lot worse shit going on around here. You guys are obsessed about what? Like some 14-year-olds who gave massages? I mean, come on. Come on, really? You raised whores and you wonder why they act like whores? Come on. Whatever, he's an easy scapegoat. Whatever. Have you ever noticed the people who scream the worst about Epstein are normally morally the worst people ever? Huh. Really? The louder they scream about how bad Epstein is, you should probably go check their closets, you know what I mean? Have you guys seen some UFOs? You want to see some UFO pictures? Yeah, the retarded American public. They can't. Yeah, stop it. What time is it? Like 3:30? 2:51? Probably. Oh, man. Some of those ladies had some nice tight asses. It was like an Italian beauty contest. Yeah, I think it was Italy. That seems like a sex trade operation to me, but whatever. I'm not sure. My gut tells me this. They got numbers and stuff? Yeah, they got numbers. Yeah. Like a bid on them, probably. They all three ended up being the same thing. You should have done like Panda Bear for China. Yeah, or something. I don't know. Fentanyl for China. Yeah, China was it. Old Xi Jinping likes to watch him get addicted to fentanyl, and then he likes to something like that. As a kettle, I'm allowed to call the pot black. Yep. he was my peer, man. There was like 20 or 30 guys just like him. I'll say, what does it say about the system when there's a whole ecosystem dedicated to people who can make what he did? You know what I mean? That's what, you think if you put one car manufacturer, there's still cars. There's a bunch of car companies, buddy. It's like putting Ford out of business and be like, yeah, cars are solved. There's no more cars now. Yeah, because there's still Chrysler, Nissan, and Camry, Nissan and Toyota. You solve that problem, wink, wink. Hilarious. Well, it makes them feel good, and that's worth it. Also, it's a good distraction, like the UFOs. It keeps the people distracted. You gotta keep them distracted. Reality is something the people should not have. Remember, the farther you can keep people from God/reality, the better the society is for the elites. That's how it works, baby. You're gonna hijack the concept of God, aren't you? Yeah, it's fun because I'm a pantheist, so I can call reality God, and then when people try and hide reality from people, they're demonic Satan worshippers. The elites are gonna kill you like so fast. They should. In fact, I'm not dead yet, so they're fucking retarded. Those fat, fuck, demonic Satan worshippers. Kill me. How come all the people who are like so against Epstein are the same sort of people I was selling ladies to? Yeah, that's a good one. Hey, didn't I see you the other day, buddy? But I'm a professional. I keep my mouth shut, you know? Weren't you the guy who liked to put octopuses on ladies and watch the... Shh, don't tell them. And that guy's against Epstein. I mean, holy moly. You should see the animals they have on these. Is there some animals in there? Different scenarios? That shall increase the comedy of the bit. The Japanese never forgave you for the dead 90s, the decade of, you should see it, they get these like Japanese workers who spent 10 years not getting a pay raise, they fund their money together, they kidnap an American lady and they take it out on her, you know what I mean? Talking about the lost decade. Yeah, I mean, I guess. That would work best with the octopus joke, I think. Because Japanese like tentacles. Yeah. Huh. Never underestimate the human desire for revenge, you know? They pretend they're all high and mighty and they're full of that, you know, dignity and value. Well, come on, I know who you people are. I know how vile and disgusting you are. Pretend to be dignified all you want. I know who you really are. I've sold stuff to a lot of you people. Very nice. The number one cardinal rule of sex trafficking: never tell who your customer list is. Yeah, it's like an old, it's a brothel rule, right? Or like a casino rule, the illegal casinos, never give your book away. Everything, the entire world falls apart. If there's no secrets, the whole world falls apart. And they kind of, you know, they don't want the whole world, because, you know, that takes, what's the point of civilization if you can't, you know, kidnap your enemy's daughter and then watch an animal have sex with her. You know what I mean? You know, right? Why even build pyramids? You know? Why would we build? Why build a wall with Mexico if you can't? You know. My motto, you know, I think he's being persecuted unfairly. You know, I think it's just not right. You know, he was a useful member of society, and you either killed him or he committed suicide. I don't know. I think you guys killed him, which was just wrong. You know, just wrong. He was a useful member of society. He held society together. There's probably a professional guy in there who like accidentally hits me. They, you know, because they have people who, most car accidents where they kill a person, there's a guy who professionally acts like he did it by accident. These people are really good at what they do. There's a lot of professionals in the world. If you've got a problem, there's professionals. You don't think heart attacks are real now, do you? Huh? You think cancer's real? Professionals. Professionals, baby. Next, you gotta do another joke. I think this is, tap this one out, I think. Huh? No, I didn't. It's still got gold in it. Joke about like Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump hate fucking each other once. How did that one go? I don't remember how that one ended. It was like really weird. I don't know that one. You thought it was funny, but it was, I don't remember the context of the joke. But it was funny, I swear. It was funny. Lock her up, and then, you know, it was a sexual thing. Yeah, it was sexual. Pretty sure it was sexual. Those tires for your road bike too. Yeah, I know. You need to wash that tank top. I think it's like disgusting. Yeah, did you do this one yet? Did you ask yourself? It was like, was this on camera? No, it was like I was asking like, how much fentanyl do you make in a lab? It's like I've heard stories of like they find like 3 grams on somebody, but I know the dosage is like a millionth, right? It's like there's milligrams, which is it 1,000 milligrams per gram? And then there's like micrograms, which is like 5 micrograms is a millionth. So like a gram is like a lot of drugs, right? Something like that. How do you make it? Do you make it in kilos? Do they still make it in kilos? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, there was a bunch of like sirens earlier. Yeah, that was when he first started. Yeah, I don't know. That was probably a car accident. How'd you like that? I like the sunglasses joke, bro. Yeah, that was good. The sunglasses with Schmitty sunglasses. Yep. I think you went biking with an e-bike. I think you already did all your jokes. Yeah, but this one hit me. I was like watching that bikini pageant. This one like hit me with a passion. I was like, damn, that's funny. I think the initial joke was you were just gonna like kidnap the whole beauty contest, and then it turned into like a, you know, talk down. Because that's technically Italy, right? That was not American thing. But they, you know, they're whitish. I think they were Italy. Maybe American. Not get you what you wanted. You wanted 3 blondes. I got you a brunette and 2 blondes. Will this work, sir? Not funny. Maybe. Story though, right? I mean, I've read stories before. It would always be like the Crusades. Was there some harem shit going on there? I don't know. Is that real or is it just? It's probably propaganda. That was never done as propaganda. That would be harem versus captured Western ladies in the Crusades versus. It's an old BDSM king, right? A lot of stories on the internet about that. He just stole a bunch of stories, right? They're like, what detective clues fit to these? Yep. heard they get them when they're like 17. It's kind of sad. Kind of erotic. I kind of hard right now thinking about it. I'm jealous. They're taking my my merchandise. You know, I could have sold that for more to like a baby. Con salad chicken is back. Yeah, baby. Is a 3/4, has 4 gears, 5 gears. One of the gears slips. It's good. So it's supposed to have 3 times 7. It's supposed to have 28. 3 times 6. How many is it supposed to have? I'm turning into that one guy. 1, 2. How many is it supposed to have? Huh? 1, 2, 3. Is that 4? 7 times 3. It's supposed to have 7 times 3. And it's got like 5. What's 7 times 3? 21. 21. Whataburger, 6 cars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's either 5 or 6. Yeah, and then I had a whole conversation about how with the robot about how come it's not McDonald's? Yeah, McDonald's is not even open right now. They figured this thing out, right? Whataburger's like, I think it's like $15 for a combo. I've eaten there one time, and it wasn't worth the money. It wasn't a bad hamburger, it just wasn't worth the money, right? And, you know, they figured this out. They don't want to sell, like, dollar hamburgers anymore. If you're up at 2 o'clock, they don't want people up at 2 o'clock who are eating dollar hamburgers. They want people eating 15. If you're up at 2 o'clock, you're going to have to pay $15 for a fast food meal. And people are willing to do that, and maybe that's a smart move. Maybe, you know, maybe you don't want people up at 2 o'clock who will only eat dollar hamburgers, you know. It's like a, you know, it's a, if you're gonna get drunk at the football game, you're gonna have to spend $20 on the beer. You're gonna have to, you know, 6 times 20 is like $120, right? $120 for a $6 6-pack? Maybe they're smart. Or maybe they're retarded. I can't ever tell. Sometimes I think they're retarded, sometimes I think they're smart. It's hard to tell. I mean, you did drink a lot. You can go to McDonald's. And I'm not going to pay $15 for a $7 meal. Which means I'm not going to drive and drink. Yes. Right? just left it here for you guys. Charger, yeah. You haven't been to the gym in like 6 or 7, 8 days. Yeah, you know they have an app now, and it probably keeps up with every time you scan it. Huh? That's cool. Do you really want to see your scan app? Nah, I've gone months without using it. I don't want to know how bad my scan app is. Pass on that. People don't want to know the truth, probably. Could be true. Turn this off. Yeah, I forgot you used to do that. You did that for like a week or two, and then you stopped. 2 sets of 20, 50 pounds. Single, you know, you know what I mean? Yeah, lifting weights is not easy. It's a pain in the ass. Anything else? A million, trillion, billion, trillion, trillion, billion. Want a chair? Here's a chair. And now I feel like weirdly tired because like it's not cardio exhaustion. It's like it's a different form of like a chemical being coursed through your blood. And you're not even doing like, if you do like sprint intervals or something, that'll kill. Yeah, I'm not doing those every. That's painful when you actually go. But when you do hills, sometimes that counts. Yeah, maybe. Because if you actually want to get good at anything, you have to do like that P90X retarded shit, or like you. Yeah, that's. But you can kill yourself. There are people who like kill themselves doing that. How much of jobs is actually people? Yeah, it's a lot more people management than it is technical skills. Yeah, and it's amazing because people management is technically a job, and that how can people have free will if people are manageable? Yeah, I mean it's crazy the way they rationalize stuff in this world. If people are manageable, then how do they have free will? They don't have free will. They're manageable. That's an interesting. Even the people at the top know people are manageable. The whole thing is kind of a sham. If people are manageable, then how are people responsible for what they do? See, that's what you're saying, right? Yeah. And the people at the top believe in management, but they're not responsible because, see, it's like going to the casino and saying, if I win, I get the money, and if I lose, it's I don't pay you out, right? That's kind of how it works. I told you, did we not go over to see it, buddy? You will not win. You will not collect $200. You will not pass go. You can pass go, you're just not going to collect the $200. Okay. People are manageable, but people are responsible for what they do. Yeah, how do those two work again? Yeah, they don't work. The two are completely interchangeable. They can't have one or the other, right? Yep, that's how it works. Very, very interesting. Gonna get a taco spot? They're not open. They've got pink lights, they've got blue lights, and green. Oh, we want to turn green. They change colors. That's a lot of money in that taco spot. a drug laundering voice. Yeah, probably. People like talking, yeah, I don't understand any of this. I told you, I understand $1 hamburgers. I don't understand $15 combos. Something changed. But then again, you only eat hamburgers. You're drunk. I mean, well, no, I used to eat double hamburgers when I was sober. It's good. You were never their customer base. Probably. Why would they give a shit about someone who's not their customer base? Who is their customer? No one knows who anybody's customer base is anymore. It's all money laundering. I've said this a trillion times. You think people really get their vaginas sugared? No, that's just a place where they launder money, probably. Is there really that much pushy sugaring going on around here? No, it's a money laundering thing. I'm almost 100% sure of it. You can't have like that much pussy sugaring going on. How many pussies are there to sugar? Well, normally before I would go to Saudi Arabia or China or Mexico, I'd often have the pussy sugared. I'd drug her up, I'd drag her in there, I'd be like, she drank a little too much, but it's her wedding night tomorrow, and, I want to make her pussy. She would, but she'd be drugged out, because and they'd pussy, or they'd wax, they'd sugar her pussy, He used to always, we wanted to drug him up for that, I was like, he's so funny, that. Save so much money if I could have done it myself, but that's a skill I never learned. The pussy sugaring, yeah. I always outsource that skill. Show me the young American girl. She does not even have pubic hair on her pussy. I'd be like, yeah, no. But I always had to sugar I always had to, that costs extra money, but They always thought, like, how come all these American girls have no pussy hair? I was like, they're very young, but really I was just getting waxed. Amazed at how many things that you think are completely like abominable and undoable are completely manageable. I would just have to slip them a couple $100 extra bucks. I'd be like, she drank too much, and they'd wink and nod at me. We knew what was going on. How come I was always bringing in different ladies who were like always drunk, and how come they were always getting married and they always want to get their pussy waxed? They never put two and two together, you know what I mean? Or they can pussy. I don't know. Maybe. It's called pussy sugaring. It's not called pussy waxing. There's a difference. Republicans in charge. They still have a sex shop on the main drag. They still have some pussy. They have 2 pussy waxing places. Is that the same road? One of them is on Florence Boulevard. The other is on, what's a road sort of off Florence Boulevard? It's not. What is that kind? That's a cool. Is that like an old? Look at that concrete. If I can look at it, I'm gonna look at it. It's like red. The Charger. Oh, you gotta get the road, buddy. It's not Charger. It's a. Something. Hey, you ever ridden in Always got them. That was one of the tricks I had. You'd be amazed at how stupid they are. I don't know, Charger. Oh, it's got big wheels. car for getting some, you know, if I ever need to go back into business. Have you ever been on a private airplane, baby? You ever been to Moscow? You ever been to Cancun, baby? Oh man, I am friends with Putin. I bet he like you. Are you a model? You should be a model. You people refuse to tell your daughters the truth. Most of them are very average. We can pull the stupidest shit off on them. I swear to God. You guys don't know. You people have no clue how to read your daughters. They are dumber than a bag of rocks. Stuff people, oh my God. See, for me, it's not so much the sex, it's the transformation of the lady into something I find most erotic. Because anybody can just like hit a lady over the head with a 2x4 and have their way. But it takes real dedication to like change them into something. That's what it's called, you know, training. That's the real joy is the act of corruption. Did you know you're nothing more than an object in this room, lady? I'm an educator. I'm a good person. I'm here to teach. You kill me, man. We got you into this. Oh, there was this old story from the 90s. It might be technically illegal to story. It's a story though, but I mean, it was, and someone took it and they redid it with AI. It wasn't as good, but it was still, it was like a nostalgia fact. Yeah, it was a nostalgia fact. I was really happy. I was like, dude, good job. I mean, it was AI. It wasn't as good as the original, but good job on the continuation of a story. I'm surprised at the amount of literature not being made, actually. Either that or I don't know where the sources are. I think the ones that make the stuff I want don't allow them to sell those stories, which sucks, because, you know, they're a little too vanilla for my taste. If you ever want to learn to be a good manager, there's a lot of sex stories where they basically teach you how to manipulate someone's brain into doing your will. It's very, it's actually management techniques. Huh? Yeah, but I mean they use, yeah, that's it's kind of creepy, isn't it? You mean carrots and sticks? Yeah, no, it's very confusing. Hey, I thought we were having sex. We're not having sex? I thought, why are you using carrots and sticks? Like, I got a boner. And they're not going to do contracts. If they teach the American public about contracts, then they can't make all the extra money, because all the extra money is in the not having a contract part, where, like, you know, there's clear boundaries. Because if there's clear boundaries, you can't make extra money off of them, you know? Rules are for the people at the bottom, not the people at the top. Duh. Don't you know anything about, like, Nietzsche and stuff? Duh. Huh. Those who have the power, the those, what is the old Roman line? It's, I can't remember. I should look that one up. If you knew how many beautiful things had to be destroyed to keep the thing looking good, you'd almost cry probably. Have you ever wondered why the world's so ugly? It's because all the pretty things get destroyed. Oh, really? You're going down I don't know if this one fits in here. There's an old saying, would you rather be a king in the 1400s without air conditioning or a nobody right now with air conditioning and the internet? And a lot of people would rather be kings in the 1400s. It's one of the things they don't understand. These people don't understand. It's better to be a... Some people just don't understand that, you know. It's better to be a somebody, be a fuck up, than be a, you know. And they'll do that whole, they'll water, what is it? I'm trying to do that devil one, right? They'll take the nobodies and they'll feed their dreams, eh? Give these nobodies, hey, how come you're not a billionaire even though you literally have no skills, you're a fucking retard, and, you know, that's how they do it. They're smart, they know what they're doing. The Democrats and Republicans do it. Hey, are you a black person with an 80 IQ? You should be a doctor, probably. The white man holding you down. Hey, are you an 80 IQ white person? You know who's holding you down? A Mexican. You should be a billionaire. And they're so stupid, they probably fall for it. Same way, you know, same way. I get their daughters and sell them to fucking China and Mexico. You're a model, baby. You're a model. You're not a model. You're okay looking, but you know, come on. But you've turned them into such stupid creatures, they'll fall for the stupidest shit. Oh, I was really disappointed. I Googled, what is it? I thought Trump said the American dream was dead, and he meant it like it was permanently dead, but I think he just meant it as like a temporary thing. He's gonna bring it. Damn it, I was gonna say, I thought he was actually saying it was dead, and I was gonna like shit all over him. Damn it. Fucking robot ruined that joke. Thanks, robot. See, my joke was gonna be, Donald Trump said the American dream is dead. Back when I was a kid, we would have taken him out back and roughed him up, because there was another line he said where, you know, he's like, we'd rough him up. Which I kind of thought was, when you can take someone's words and throw them against them, it's kind of fun. You had to look up what he actually said on the second one. It doesn't fit now either, which sucks, because that was a good joke. I'm really proud of Trump, actually. He has not, to my knowledge, I knew he wasn't going to clamp down on guns. I mean, he could like take the blacks' guns away. He could do stuff like that, but he hasn't done that yet. He had another assassination? Yeah, I mean, if he was, I think they're going to do like a China thing where they just like put everybody in a box. It won't be out in public. It'll be like a computer system behind the scenes with like everybody, you know, like a FICO score, but your mental health. I mean, Bill Maher did say that. Like, wasn't there that line like, how come they frisk everybody the same way when really it was always the Muslims who were taking the planes over? Yeah, or the Israelis were really good at doing like airplane security. But I would not take him seriously anymore because of whatever that, what was it, October 6th or something, or 11th? That one went out the window. You know, how did they let that one happen? Benjamin Netanyahu let it happen so that he could consolidate power. Give me evidence for that? No, I was just That's a worst case scenario. It's possible. Was it October? What month was it? I don't know. October 11th, October 6th. I was wondering about this. Here's what I was wondering about. Ukraine is still losing territory, but the news is like, hey, we're killing all their trucks, we're killing their supplies. How can they still get miles if they're not getting supplies? Something doesn't, I don't entirely understand the story. They said they have like groups of 2 or 3 Russians infiltrate stuff, and I was like, can't they put like thermal things on a UAV and have a thermal thing run like 24/7? And can't they cover a pretty good front? In my head, I don't know. But then again, that's, and they're not going to let me know that information either, which is, kind of hurts me. Yeah, it's like you're getting a watered down version of reality. But they're not going to like tell you exactly how it works. Because that was the whole thing about drones, right? It's like, how can you sneak 2 or 3 people in? Can't they have like a macro? Isn't there like a macro drone they can fly for a long period of time and then just have the small ones go in and, I don't know. How are they sneaking 2 or 3 people in? There's more to that story there. Well, there's always more to the story. And they are hitting the trucks, which is cool. And you get to see their death cams, which is, I don't know, it's not good, but it's, good propaganda. You get to see the last second of the poor Russian retard. Some of them go down shooting. Hey, good for you, buddy. I hope you're in Valhalla. This one guy was running around a post. That was hilarious. He ran around a post. He ran around like 3 or 4 times. I thought he might have got away with it too. I don't know what the blast radius is on those drones. Whatever. It was a good try. It was comedic. It lasted 5 or 6 seconds longer than I thought it would. Poor fella. Put cartoon music in there. Yeah, like one of these posts over here, like a lamp post. Yeah. He ran around a circle, and the thing tried to follow him, and then it cuts out. Very funny. Scooby-Doo music. What are you looking for here? Very funny. Is even real? Yeah, it's probably not. I think they just made it up. I think at this point it's probably... Hey, you asked a robot about ASICs and Dolly, right? You didn't give me a very good answer. I think it's not as smart as I think it is. Sometimes it seems really smart, sometimes it seems stupid. I bet it doesn't give you very good detailed information on like specifics of, because if there was an ASIC for doing stuff like that, I don't even know how good who makes ASICs, right? That was your first question. I did not get that answered. Is it like NVIDIA? Or AMD? I mean, it told me stuff I already knew. I know a processor is good at doing a little bit of everything. I knew that already. I knew a video card is just meant for doing like one equation. It's meant to do equations like really, really fast. And then ASIC can only do like one type of equation or something. But can you design them to be, like, could you design them for just image creation? Just out of curiosity. I was kind of curious, like, what is the boundary between video card and ASIC? Or, I mean, technically, I opened up a video card one time. Why did you do that? It was a blower video card? Why did I open that up? And it had a CPU looking thing on there with thermal paste on it, so it's kind of a processor, right? But that was a shitty one from like 2012, 2011. It was worth like $20 when I broke it. It wasn't worth putting back together. It had like a silver die on it or something. Yeah, it was like a processor. So how are they different? Oh, I don't even understand how computers work. So don't look at me. Coup de course. Coup de course. Holy moly. Place is called Lost Pizza. Is it called Lost Pizza? Where did they lose it? Oh. You wanna go Muscle Shoals? Fuck no. You wanna go? Where do we go? I don't know, somewhere. What was this called? There was CC's. CC's was a place. No, CNC Company? What was that place called? I don't know. It's called something. And then there was, this was Course 3 Cafe. Was it? There used to be Princeton's. What else? Used to be a Dale's? Never ate there. Okay. What else? I don't know. I thought there might have been a fish place somewhere. I'm going to change that. I don't know. My memory is fuzzy. The things go in and out, and I cannot remember the stuff. In the future, they'll have cameras on people 24/7. You will know all your memories. And then people will get pissed, like, we didn't have smell-o-vision, because it'll store smells eventually. Yeah, probably. Or they're going to wipe humanity out. I can't tell. I had a theory once where, like it's gotten Babylon-y. You think they really do that? I mean, when was the last big wipeout? I don't know. You want to call it like World War I or World War II a wipeout? I mean, what do you want to call a wipeout? Are you talking like macro level, like dinosaur shit, or what are you talking about? That's a good question. Maybe the elites had no control over that. It was like an asteroid. Dean can do it and really did it. Henceforward, therefore, Dean is retired. I had an idea. This is actually a serious question. It costs a lot of money to air condition or heat a whole house. Like, let's say you have a 2,000 to 4,000 square foot. 2,000 is probably an average house, right? What is an average apartment? Like 1,000 feet, maybe? 1,000 square feet? 800? You know, I don't know. I mean, are you counting garages and stuff? You know, probably the average apartment is like 500 to 800 square feet, maybe. I don't know, something like that, right? So here's my question: how come they can't create a way of like roboticizing the ducts so that you can air condition just one room? Because like one room to air condition one room would be like a quarter of the price of running it for the whole thing, right? And they just have like ducts that go over the. So like in the night, right? You could have it so that it only heats one room or cools one room, because it's too expensive to like, you know, heat or cool a whole. Wouldn't that pay for itself like pretty fast? Like, wouldn't it cost like $50 per duct to put a little robotic like thingy over the duct that like closes or opens according to, you know, the central processor thingy. Thermostat? You mean thermostat? And computers are cheap now too. Like a Pi is like what, 50, 100 bucks? I've never used a Pi. Something like that. Dear Robot, does that exist yet? It should exist. I use a fan. I have a fan on high, and I just put it on me, and I'm like, it feels good enough. I don't need air conditioner, but it's a fan. This guy's got a lot of stickers. How many stickers do you have? Like 15? Native Texan. Any of them interesting? No, they're all like stuff from parks. That's boring. There's a wolf. More flair, please. When I was a kid, yeah, so like Donald Trump's president, there's a lot more Mexican restaurants now. Is that true? I think so. And they're higher class Mexican restaurants too. When I was a kid, it was just Taco Bell. It was like Taco John's, which was like kind of like Taco Bell, maybe a little better. Now they got burritos, Chipotle. They got that taco spot. The Mexicans secretly took over. That's where they built the wall. The Mexicans are in charge now, and they didn't want any more Mexicans coming over here because they were, you know, they now run everything. Could be true. The Americans shipped all the factories to China. They didn't want to work. So then they had and then the jobs they couldn't do over there, they were like, hey, we'll get the Mexicans to do. Mexicans took over secretly. The Mexicans wanted the wall built. Everyone's like, Mexicans are lazy, always taking siestas. It's a trick they came up with to like fool people. Yeah, I would not fuck with a Mexican cartel. They're pretty hardcore, man. They don't play no games, baby. That's an interesting question. Is there like a crime database of like the showiness of the crime, right? Like in Mexico, they'll hang people over at overpasses, right? You don't see that in America. American crime is really underperforming. I'm disappointed in you Italians. The American criminal has gone soft. This tough on crime policy has made it so that foreigners have taken over American criminal jobs. What happened to the honest, hardworking American criminal? I didn't watch the video, but they had a video. They can get drugs in prison now. Is it fentanyl and paper, or is it like LSD? I didn't watch the whole video. They've made it so the computers probably make it so you can get like any drug made, and they have like 1,000 different ways of making it now. It's called unscheduled drugs, maybe. There's probably a word for it where they take a drug and they change it a little bit, just legally enough, and then synthetic drugs. It's gonna be the whole new thing. Synthetic mescaline. Synthetic. I say bring chemistry jobs back to America. I'm tired of our precursors being made in China. You really want an American worker doing chemistry stuff? No. You trust an American if you're no. Never mind. Take that one back. Hey, you asked about watches, because you're like, you know how there's that line, a watch. You saw The Watchman once. It's a movie about a guy who makes watches. It's called The Watchman. It's got a blue guy, and he used to make watches. And that was like pre-World War I. It was like World War I watchmaking, right? And they used springs and stuff. And I was like, how did they make springs? Were there spring factories? I did see a documentary once where they made screws, and they made a big factory for just making screws, and that was a big deal. Screws can be used for a lot of stuff. They can be used to move water uphill, and they can be used to all sorts of funny stuff. Mass-produced screws change how stuff is built. How do they make springs? How do they make watches? In the old days, having a watch was a sign of wealth. Now it's a sign. Now 98% of people, 95, have a watch in their cell phone. Does that mean something? No, I was trying to sound deep there. How much did a watch cost back in the old days? Like 2 months' salary. I got a watch on a chain, baby. I got a cell phone. Any other ideas? I don't want to ride right now. Oh, man. You ate 6 donuts over today. Huh? They were good. I'll put this in your backpack. They were... Normally you get sick if you eat that many. How did you not get sick? That's interesting. Are you burping them up right now? What are you burping up? Those Klondike bars, actually. I'm burping up Klondike bars. They taste like chocolate, though. Huh. Chocolate? Yeah, because it reminds me of the chocolate of the donut. Uh-huh. Huh. I mean, seriously, how would you do it if you're like, let's say you're a drug dealer from Mexico, and the Americans really want the drugs. So why do they get all fucking uppity and angry when you're just helping them get what they want? And then they're all fucking like, you know? Or you're a Chinese person and you're like, the Americans are just lazy pieces of shit. I'm trying to help them out, you know? And then they get all fucking pissy at you. No wonder they do what they do, probably. Well, that's what the elites actually do. The elites protect the middle people from the realities of what business is being done. It's a real business, you know? So the elites will come down and be like, the Chinese are assholes, and the middle people are like, we don't know what's going on. We're innocent. The elites protect the middle from reality? I don't know, maybe. How come you people can't stop doing drugs? How come I have to go over there to fucking Mexico and beat them up because you people can't stop doing drugs? Huh. So it's not a democracy. Because if it was a democracy, they'd just be like, hey, we want drugs because they really like the drugs and they really like the oil and they really like them Chinese people doing their jobs for them. Yeah, so you got to protect people from democracy, probably. Yeah, that's probably true. So what do you think? Seriously, what do you really think is going to happen with AI in like 10 years? Oh, I have no fucking clue. I just like to pretend I know what I'm doing. And I sound really confident, but I really have no fucking clue what's going to happen over the next 5 or 10 years. But it could be AI war. It could just be the same world as it is now, but with more AI. It could be Great Depression. Huge amount of unemployment because the AI will take all the jobs. You think the elites have like a sentimentality for the rabble? I don't know. That's a good question. They like keeping them around. They're like dogs, you know. They pet them on the head. Holy fuck. If anything, you should blame it on the middle class and the lower class. See, the lower class thinks that a lottery magically makes money. They don't have the brains to put together the fact that when you buy a ticket, the ticket money is what's paying for the lottery. They're so fucking... And then the middle class just doesn't want to know what reality is. They're like, why are they selling drugs to us and so much? Because you people can't stop doing them. And then the elites protect both groups from reality. They are the reality protectors. So now they're the heroes? I don't know. I'm just jumping around. I just like to jump. someone's the hero, make them the villain. If someone's the villain, make them the hero. You know, it's kind of a game. Try and see, you know, like how would that work? Oh man. I mean, you did make the prediction when Charlie Kirk got killed. That was last September, right? You were like, they're going to do a military, and you were wrong on that one, buddy. Huh? I mean, they'll do it. They'll do it slowly, right? I don't know. If they did it, they didn't do it very openly. They did it through computers, probably. They did shut down all the porn sites in a lot of ways. The mainstream ones, at least. They still have that sex shop on the main drag. They still have 2 pussy sugaring places in plain sight. They don't sell marijuana around here anymore. They had one right across from my middle school. I don't know. Someone's gonna get their their hands greased. Yeah, I don't know. I was just fucking off. They might have had that pussy sugaring shit back when I was a kid. I just didn't know it. That could be true. What is a sugaring? We sell candy. Multiple times I would go in there and say, I would like some candy. This is not a candy store. So what are you gonna do with Stellaris? You either need to like tech up harder, or you could go to war with the Terrans. They have Sol. There's 2 empires you could take over. I can't touch that one group. They have a 100K fleet. Is it 200 or 100? It's a big one. I can't touch that one. There was this like monster. It was like a 2K monster. And I have not been surveying planets for like probably 30 years, 20 years. And now I'm surveying planets again, solar systems. So that's good. Let's see, archaeology. Because I got archaeology shit, and the more archaeology stuff I get, which is stupid because I'm a robot, right? I got a robot Smithsonian. And it gives really good bonuses because I took the whole fucking tree for relics for some reason. That was kind of a waste of a tree. Yeah, it probably was. Now, to be fair, when I get those battleships, the good weapons use artifacts for some reason. Don't ask me what the fuck that's about. Yeah, I think it's a way of limiting the number of battleships in the fleet because it's hard to get artifacts, I think. Holy fuck. Hey, we need some new weapons, man. Go get to the Smithsonian, grab some artifacts. We gotta make some new weapons, man. Did I already rant about the Relic World? Yeah, I think you did. Yeah, the one about the dragon killed my planet. Yeah, that was a good planet too. I got no good planets. I got 100% planet, and I got like three 80s, 75, 80s. I got no 100%. I got no Relic Worlds. I need to find me a good old planet and fucking 100% or a Relic World. I'll fucking prop that thing up to like 20 buildings, 30, put an orbital around it, and I'm gonna make me some. I got an alloy planet now. You were only making alloys from your home planet for like most of the game, right? Now you got a whole planet with like 6 alloy factories on it, and that's all it does is make alloys. It's not even that good of it's like a 50% planet too, so it's not even that good of a planet. It's just I needed a fucking planet with it had the heavy already built into it because it was like a captured planet, right? So it already had the heavy industry on it. So I was like, okay, I'll take that and put heavy on it. And you got a mineral surplus, so you can sort of do it. And you got like 2 or 3 planets with like gems / moles built into the fucking minerals now. Yeah, you got 3 or 4 planets with like fully maxed out with either minerals or electricity, but they also give moles or pink gems, or what are they gems? They're orange. And you built like 10 or 15 warp gates. You're getting pretty close to being able to move on one main highway. It's not all the systems, it's one highway, right? Like it's one highway, and then the ones off the beat are not going to be connected, right? I'm not going to fucking connect that's too expensive. But there's one big highway that I can get from my capital to like one to 2 planets from the front line, right? Yeah, that's how it's going. That should work. And that is faster. I don't know how much faster it is. It seemed expensive, but I think the crystals from the mining are kicking in, because I think I'm getting enough, like 30 a month, maybe 50 a month. I don't even know. It's a good question. I need to know what the monthly. Does it cost 50 or 100? Is it 50? And they take forever to. I think they take like a month or 2 to build. They aren't the railroad from Civ 3, but they're half as powerful. They're a third, half maybe. They don't give any economic bonus. The economic bonus would be nice. And then you're hitting the minerals so hard, you have to like make sure. I can do minerals, but I have to do 1 upgrade per planet. I can't do like stacking them. Because if I stack them, I won't run out of minerals. So every like half month, I have to go around looking, making sure. Hey, are you building something? I don't have enough minerals to give them a stack of 5. Which is annoying, because that means I have to micromanage it. Oh well. That's an 80s thing, right? Flawless salon and boutique. The hair? Maybe. Capri shorts? Capri pants? Flare pants. Ooh, at Walmart, there was this soda they were trying to sell $2 a can, which, you know, I don't entirely understand the business model. It was cheaper now. It was like $1 a can. It was like Poppy. I don't know what the fuck that shit's about. So it's $1 a can for soda? Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that's about. Now, to be fair, when I was a kid, they didn't have energy drinks. That was a 2004, 2005 onward thing, right? And they were like $2 back then. Actually, they've stayed about the same price, right? Probably. Is that true? They might have been $1.50. They were, a 4-pack of Rockstar used to go for $6. That was at Walmart though, right? So that's $1.50? You had to buy a 4-pack. What do you think they are in the gas stations now? That's expensive, yeah. It's just caffeine, right? Well, they got B vitamins, they got creatine. So is that like, is they're just trying to get in on the pop? The Poppy is not a energy drink though. Fuck the shit out of these bricks. Oh, yeah. You want to go back the other way? Yeah, I don't want to go down that road. Okay. Where do you want to go? Ramps. Hillcrest Strange Waves. It's the lava room. Where's the lava room? Oh, I have no clue. Where is the lava? It's got lava. Do you want to do a full circle back? Yeah, I'm like, it's more interesting. I guess, yeah. I'm not going through fucking residential. I don't want to do residential. Is it 4:30? 4:30? Catching Pokemon, the Pokemon were catching you. That was a YouTube title because they were like, you were going around picking. Yeah, that's people already know that, right? Did you know when they have like carnivals and like first Mondays and stuff? It's a big conspiracy to get people to really? dare to call this like Confessions of a Sex Traitor. Yeah, that'd be pretty funny. Yeah, I mean, isn't there a thing about like elephants where they remember all the slights? So it's like the elites are like the elephants. Yeah, I mean, well, not it's talking about like they never forget anything. Yeah, it's a lot of people forget stuff. So you may think it's not good, It's the old slip into the trap problem. It's a trap set in a honeypot set in a trap. It's a honeypot, multiple honeypots. It's a honeypot in a honeypot in a honey. Yeah, it's all honeypots all the way down. They say it's turtles all the way down. It's honeypots all the way down. Everything is a honeypot. It's all a honeypot. It's all a honeypot. Everything is a honeypot. Is that a cat? Is that a bird? Is that a bird? Is that a cat? Is it a squirrel? Is it a rabbit? It's a rabbit. It's a rabbit in the road staring at something. It's just staring. I've never. I got like 30 feet from it before it ran. Huh. I've never been that close to a rabbit. Run, rabbit, run, before the farmer gets his gun. weird looking lights. Huh? What? It could just be that, like it's all masculine energy, and it's all like narcissism. Because narcissism is about forcing someone to, like, because like the whole point of a lot of these things is like don't acknowledge stuff. That becomes the new, the new macro trend is like don't acknowledge it. So when something has to acknowledge it, it's seen as like a inconvenience for the thing in power. Yeah, because it's like. So they want to be. Well, that's most times, right? It's all things, right? It's the drug dealers, it's the Chinese, it's the. So it's like a game of like, who has to acknowledge who? Yeah, that's what this whole thing is now. Well, it's always been that, I think. Who has to acknowledge who? I don't want to have to acknowledge any of these people. It's kind of bad, but then at the same time, I gotta make money, and then I have to and they get all pissy. They're like, "You're a misogynist, sex trafficker." I'm like, well, I gotta make a little bit somehow, You could have done a better job raising them daughters, Why are you wearing a bikini from some fucking misogyny fella? Huh? Why do you think someone wants? Do you think you're worth going to Cancun? Do you think you're worth flying to Cancun, lady? Huh? Who the hell fills your brain with that bullshit? Huh? I'm telling you, man. Tisk. I gotta check your shoes. Is it untied or what's going on here? It's loose. Oh yeah. Oh, that was good. There you go. Good job, buddy. Also, it goes like completely counter to the populist theme of the day, right? Yeah, it's a good anti-populist theme. I'm a man of the, it would be very, it's an instant lightning rod, right? It's an instant lightning rod joke? Yeah, it's a good lightning rod joke. You gotta lean right into the problems. You don't go, when I see a pogrom, I like to remind people, hey, it's not all the Jews' fault. Yeah, there's not like a literal pogrom going on. You mean like a pogrom against Epstein? Well, no, you didn't even look at the news, did you? How did this get in your fucking head? I don't know. It just stuff sticks in my head sometimes. Is it a YouTube clip or thumbnail? Maybe. In the future, robots will be able to tell me, how come Epstein got in my head again? Because I don't know how these things get in my head sometimes. It was a YouTube thumbnail, probably. No, I already told you, it was a bikini contest in Italy. Yeah, it was a bikini contest in Italy. It was like a Miss Italy contest or something. Here's a secret, you might not know this. Sometimes it's better to jerk off to softcore porn. It is. It's a the one is very desensitizing. There's something about imagining being like a 60-year-old being like, hey, I'd like number 7. Can you get her to my room? It's kind of a nice little fantasy, you know? I'll slip you a couple thousand. Come on, can you get her to come to my room? I'm a business tycoon. I'd like number 7 to room 304, please. What do you think the Miss America contest actually is? Duh. What, you think there's anything innocent about any of this? Are you people... No wonder I can sell them to fucking Saudi sheiks. They're idiots. They don't even know the Miss America contest is like a... it's basically a big live televised... I'd like number 13, please. You know how like in the old days they had McDonald's, you'd be like, I'll have a number 7. I'll have number 3. And a number 8. Room 723, please. And they do it on live TV, and you people do they still do it? I don't even know. It's a good business model. They do it right in front of everybody. They put me out of business. I had to offer them a drink. I had to slip something in the drink. I had to put them, in a crate, ship them off to China. They got me. They did a better system. It's a better system. I'm just an angry person who was put out of business by the Miss America. They don't have the Miss America contest. Well, that ruins the joke. I go to this one website. It's like NC Stories. NC stands for non-consent. Don't say that. Well, it's like there was this website called Girls Do Porn, and they would lie to them sometimes. And this guy's like trying to do a story based on that. It's kind of cool to see how they, because you're trying to like create the sort of like how it works. Like it's an interesting story so far. The negative stories of that are, hey, come on out to LA, and they wouldn't pay him, and they wouldn't give him a ticket back unless they did the scene. That's the negative story. The other hand is a lady so dumb that like, why would you fly to LA for thousands of dollars? Yeah, it's very complicated. I don't know who's the bad guy in that one. Because the cynical part of me is like, hey, the Miss America contest is basically a macro level pimp video, right? So they're just trying to put their business out of business, right? Because the people at the top are like, hey, let's get rid of the competition. It's not about the values of like pimping people out, right? It's about, hey, I thought that was an alarm. It's a bird. Because it's like what P. Diddy did. P. Diddy's doing stuff other people were doing already, right? He didn't invent that shit. He's just doing the meta. But they targeted him, and they targeted Epstein. Yeah, it's not what they're doing. It's why they're doing it. That Did you know the music industry is fucked up? Yeah, most people know that already. Did you know the whole actress system is fucked up in LA? Really? Isn't the whole conservative concept of like a power vacuum, a dog? No, power hates a vacuum, so they just got rid of people and they put their own people in, right? It's not, they didn't get rid of the problem, they just put their own corrupt people in, right? Yeah. You don't think they're actually getting rid of that shit, right? They're just changing who gets to do the pimping. It's It's not about, they're not ending the process. Who gets a cut of the money? Yeah, it's who gets a cut of the money. It's not, they're not stopping the process. It's about who gets that 5, 10, 20%. They're going to turn, you've done this before. I watched a whole half episode of Euphoria. Cassie's going to get turned into a prostitute, which is my sexual fetish. There's nothing more erotic than a person being turned into a prostitute who does not want to be turned into a prostitute. It gets me so fucking hard. It's not technically rape, but it's like in that area where you're kind of getting into rape, right? Do you want to eat? Well, you're going to have to prostitute yourself. Huh? It's not rape, technically. I don't think that's how that story's going to work. But whatever. You're trying to be topical, right? Be topical. Also, I've never actually watched most of that show. I only watched like half an episode. I've only seen like a full episode of like 3 seasons of that. So I don't really know what the story is. I know she's a bitch. And everyone's like, I can't wait to see Cassie get what she deserves. Hey, just because Cassie's a bitch don't mean she needs to be turned into a prostitute. She's an idiot too. She didn't know her OnlyFans password? She trusted a Mexican. Is that one lady Mexican or is she Greek? Hello, lady. I don't know. Yeah, that show's like cucking America hard. It's like the white guy is like a bad construction worker or something, or he owns like he's terrible at it and he has a bunch of money. Yeah, I just saw like a little bit of it. I didn't really follow the. Yeah, you sound like you're shilling it. I am. Because the ending is going to have her as like a prostitute. It's going to give me like really hard. There's nothing better than that dead look in a person's eyes as they, you know, it's good to see on TV what you see in real life, you know? You ever looked into another person's eyes? They look like dead-eyed prostitutes, most of these people. It's good to see reality on TV, you know what I mean? Is that really your best joke? Yeah, I mean, whatever. Fuck it. I can do better. But I can do worse, too. I thought it was pretty good. La da 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 da. Dee da dee da dee da doo. Da. What was the Roman story of the Vestal? Is it the Roman story of the? Yeah, they've had fucked up stories for a long time. I ain't the first one telling that story. They're dirty. There's some dirty stories all over this place. Remember some Roman stories? Whatever. It doesn't matter. Yeah, there's like a painting of it. I need to learn what that was. I heard it was like they sacked another city to get some pussy or something? Yeah, it was like crazy. What the fuck was that about? Yeah, I don't know where everyone got all fucking prudy all of a sudden. Western society is built on pure, unadulterated depravity. Everyone wants to forget that part. Here she comes. Would you like to order her? Call this phone number right now. They don't have Miss America anymore. I sexually identify as a millionaire who calls a phone number to get to have sex with a lady from the television. Look at you. They don't do contracts explicitly. All the contracts are done implicitly. Yep. That's how you do it. Well, you know, I was like, hey, you want a drink? Want to go on this boat? There was no contract there. It was kind of, it was implied. Always cross your room wows. Double dot your umlauts, right? Yeah. Always cross your T's, double dot your umlauts. Yeah, that one lady, yeah, she's in a lot of debt now. Don't go in debt. The whole American system is basically up to its eyeballs in debt. Please, black man, can you give me $1 million? You're talking about the black guy. Yep. Well, that was only $1 million. That's not whatever the deficit is. I'm looking for media TV shows like it's pretty crazy. What's the name of that blonde porn star that's in it? That's an actress in it. Oh, I don't she's not that good looking. Kind of stinky. It's kind of hot stinky, right? Like, it's kind of hot stinky. You know, I'm talking about the other one, not Stevie Sweeney, the one who works for the, who does she work for? Oh, I don't know. Is she working for the drug people? You're not talking about there's the one Mexican lady, right? She's not hot. Then there's the one who's like a pimp for, Sweeney. She's kind of hot in like an ethnic, weak way. And then there's the cheap looking blonde. Nazi tattoo. You'd be amazed at how much like YouTube content you don't actually know about. Like there's probably a whole set of content just like what you're doing right now where you're just like purposely vulgar. Yeah, that's gonna be disappointing when you find out. They're like, yeah, did you know that nothing you'll ever do is actually even remotely original? Yeah, it's gonna piss me off. How come I can't find the good erotic stories anymore? They took all the websites down. I mean, it's like bullshit. There's no good good erotica shit. That's fucking lame ass shit. That's not hardcore enough, you know. I like Mind Break. Look, it's about Mind Break, okay? If there's not Mind Break in there, I'm not interested. Haven't you ever wondered why all these people have dead eyes? They do have dead eyes, don't they? Their mind broke. Civilization is built on mind break. You are not capable of understanding reality. You must have someone else tell you what reality. Yeah, that's probably how it works. And they get mind broken. Did you think it was for the cars? Do you think it was for the houses? I don't know. I don't think I'd let someone mind break me for a house or a car. It was for something else, probably. Sydney Sweeney thought her titties were a asset. By the end of the show, she will be like, "Oh, I wish I never had these titties." That's kind of, is that what you're going for here? I mean, what are you going for here? Oh, I don't know. I was just fucking around. What is the technical definition of mind break? Ooh, I don't know. That's a good question. La da 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 da. I told you, humans are manageable. Did you know human behavior can be managed with sticks and carrots? And if they don't use sticks and carrots, they have all sorts of other tools too. Like what? Oh man. The sky is pink. It's a pink sky to the right. Like a red. There's railroad tracks. There's some railroads. I don't know how the railroads work around here anymore. They used to have a railroad bridge. They don't have that anymore. Nothing's made in America. They don't need railroads anymore. It's all made in China, buddy. I think they still use it for like the dock. They probably bring stuff in on the dock. How do they get farming out? How do they get cotton out? Maybe that's how they get the cotton out? Oh, I have no fucking clue. I'm not a... that would actually be, they could do that. They could show like a map showing how much... Show the regions of the U.S. based on like what it makes. Do they do that? Maybe. There could be like that. That could exist. With little flow charts, how it gets out and where it goes. Have you ever been like, what the fuck is going on? It just seems like a bunch of stupid fast food places. Is there actually anything meaningful being done? Maybe. Maybe, I don't know. It seems like it's just a place where they collect rent. But is anything actually being done? I mean, it still amazes me. Did you know people are manageable? That amazes me. To this day, something about the concept of humans being manageable just blows my fucking mind. It's like, whoa. Oh, you were asking the robot. There's like some political science thing where it's like, who has a legitimate power to use force? Yeah, because like I only have like one concept of like power. All the other forms, I'm like lost. Like I understand the concept of like blowing someone's head off or something, but you're not really allowed to do that. You get in a lot of trouble if you do that. But a lot of these people have a lot of skills in their tool belt. I don't have those skills. I just understand the idea of like choking someone out or like and you get in a lot of trouble for that, man. And the skills they have seem really faggy. Like they're very faggy skills. It's very weird how it works. You can feel bad for the elites. They have to manage all these people's like feelings. That's really what they're doing, probably. That could be true. Did you know there are 300 and something million people in this stupid country, and every one of them thinks their feelings matter? It's very sad. It's actually kind of tragic. Or they're just collecting rent. I don't know. Could be both. Could be either. Could be that one. Could be the other one. I mean, they don't want to like, you were doing that 18. Did you do the one about the 18? It's like before 18, you're not allowed to fuck, but after 18, you can fuck the kids as much as you want, right? I don't know. Why do they not want them fuck before? Well, not sexually fucked. I mean, you can't. Can you go into them and be like, hey, I want to sell you lottery tickets, 13-year-olds? Did you know the lottery winnings come out of thin air? They're magical. You need to make a picture of like a guy pouring. He's got like industrial alcohol, and he makes all the alcohol brands, right? Like Wild Turkey and Aristocrat, and they're all made by the same person. And they just flavor it differently because it's the same alcohol with different flavorings. Holy fuck. It's getting late. Also, they'll never do pantheism. Pantheism is a non-societal religion. Society relies on the concept of the sacred and the profane. You have to have, it's sacred and profane. Profane is not used correctly, right? Yeah, they have to have their divisions, I guess. It's an anti-societal religion, probably. Because then every being would be like, where they'd be looking at they have to have the interpreter of, it's a neo-Catholicism, the priest must interpret reality for you. You are not capable of looking at God yourself. You must have someone interpret it for you. Well, you're pointing into this is the South. Aren't they a little anti-Catholic a little bit? Isn't there like a smidge of that down here? Yeah, anti-papist kind of vibe. I don't know. I'm putting my finger in the wind trying to guess stuff. Did you know nothing I say is even remotely true, and I'm always just sticking my finger in the wind? Pure 100% finger in the wind action. Oh, fuck. How much battery you got left, buddy? Still green. La di da di da do. Do di da di da do. Breaking someone is just a matter of time and pressure. You're using the Andy Dufresne line, and then you're purposely using it to talk about people. Ooh, nice. So that's why they want those 18 years to. It gives them a nice solid base to. Interesting. I mean, you can be cynical and say it like that, yeah. I spent 18 years in a communist and socialist, if you're born in the Soviet Union. Hey, man, it would take like 18 years to... How long do the fast learners would learn in 90, right? You know, if you spent if you're 18 in 1990 in the Soviet Union. Interesting story. How fast can you learn? Can an old dog learn new tricks? Wow. The new meta is reality TV, which means you have to make silly voices and you have to do excessive amounts of personality, even though I know objectively I'm just $1 a dozen. But I have to pretend now to have a personality, which is completely abhorrent to my mental well-being. But whatever. This is 1990s Russia. Interesting. Good old Gorbachev isn't going to save you, buddy. Yeltsin's drunk. Yeltsin is drunk. Gorbachev won't save you. Putin's coming in. Yeah. Putin came in. He's a toughie. He's a tough nut. He knows what he's doing. Zero feedback, zero direct feedback. All feedback done indirectly. Yeah, it's a trick. It's like a non-moving. Reality does not affect certain people in today's day and age. Terrifying. It's very terrifying, actually. Did you just sneeze in front of the king or lord? I didn't even know it was... and then... it's a very interesting story. The paranoia thing, because remember, however a person fights is how they express their enemy, right? Remember all those paranoias of Alex Jones? That's what they're going to do now that they're in power, right? Because what you say the other people do is what you yourself do, right? So to play devil's advocate, what did the left say the right did? Ooh, I don't know, they were corrupt. That you're talking about Biden? Or who are you talking about? I didn't pay attention to Obama or Biden. Shit. Bush was corrupt? No, he was an idiot. Bush was an idiot according to Jon Stewart, right? So the left is secretly an idiot? Yeah, that's probably using your own logic of what you just said, right? Everything becomes a union. Everything becomes intertwined in an insane sort of way. The Nazi and the Jew are so intertwined. The Palestinian cannot live without the Jews. The Jew cannot live without the Palestinian. They're so ingrained with each other. It's like it's a Eminem Rihanna song, right? I don't think that's how it works. That Tucker Carlson one was like, what happened after this? They can't like fix it, right? I don't think they're gonna be able to fix this one as easily as it is. The one conspiracy theory was that what happened in Palestine now, they're gonna actually have to let them in to the country or something, right? That's what I heard as a conspiracy theory. So they like literally wrecked that whole fucking country, right? Like all the buildings are destroyed. The Israelis will use them as Mexican labor. And then eventually they'll become ingrained in there. And then they'll revolt. I think that was the conspiracy theory. That's what I think I heard. Why would you let... Yeah, that doesn't make no sense. Are the Israelis going to do that? So you just bomb the living fucking shit out of all their stuff. You're not going to use them as like Mexican laborers, right? I don't know. That picture of all the grayed out buildings with like no windows or just the concrete structures of the buildings. Yeah, I mean, the Israelis wouldn't do that, right? You wouldn't take those people and turn them into Mexican laborers. That's like having a knife against her, right? I don't know. I really have no clue. The Palestinians got mind broken so hard. They're like, oh, thank you, Mr. Israeli. Really? You're trying to bring back mind breaking again? Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. Yeah, I don't follow that close enough to know what they're actually going on there. The human brain is an odd psychological mechanism. What will happen next? Hey, didn't you watch a bunch of DBZ Vegeta shit? Yeah, it was like cool. Vegeta's fucking cool. He called Kakarot like a white trash. Yeah, because it was funny. Kakarot is white trash. Yeah, he is kind of funny. Yeah, Vegeta's like 10 times better. Pride based. You watched like 5 or 7 minutes of it. The asteroids were gonna blow up his ship, and that's how he went Super Saiyan. Imagine some dirty fucking plebeian being a Super Saiyan. It's got to be infuriating, you know. Maybe I'll get a fucking tattoo on my head. You did technically watch that show, so he like literally killed like 100 people when he got that tattoo on his head, didn't he? Ooh, yeah, he did, didn't he? And normally you wouldn't like kill Vegeta. Why did Goku? Yeah, that's so fucking stupid. You kill those people, right? You don't leave. Vegeta was like, he was always like, I'm gonna kill you eventually, Goku. Is that like the Palestinians in Israel? Yeah, I don't know. Kids these days were raised incorrectly. When Vegeta tries to blow up your planet, you fucking kill him. You don't fucking leave him around and let him play sidekick for 3-4 seasons. And then he gets that tattoo again? Oh my god, why the fuck would you keep him around? What a terrible moral. And then he kills like 100 people in a stadium? Holy shit. You nip that shit in the bud. You nip it in the bud. Goku never had to. He did not do what he had to do. Poor Goku. Good-hearted. He's a weak little bitch. You gotta kill that shit. You gotta nip that shit in the butt. He's responsible for the death of those people in that stadium. In the TV show, they have Dragon Balls, and that like negates all consequences. True. If only the Israelis or the Palestinians could get the Dragon Balls and undo like October 6th, huh? Very funny. I wish back the buildings. I wish back the 1,300 Jews that were killed on that day. Very funny. Taking a trivial anime show and applying its logic to real world events. Is it October 6th? What is the date? I don't remember. I'm not Israeli. I can't remember the day. I think it's October 6th. Percentage of people who actually know what I'm talking about when I think about Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, it had like a wish system. You gather these 7 balls, and then you wish upon a dragon, a demon. It's like a demon, I guess. It's a green demon force that comes from 7 balls. And I think you can get wished back to life like 1 or 2 or 3 times or something. I mean, I've not watched that show in a long time, but I do vaguely remember it. So it's like demons. Yeah, here's a demon dragon. Yeah, that show's like 20. No one has a fucking clue what you're talking about. That's probably true. It's a bad reference. A Family Guy TV show where all the references no one gets. That'd be pretty funny. Hey, remember that time that one guy from like 1732? Can you name anybody from 1732? No. That'd be the premise of the joke. Peter. Family Guy is kind of like a dated reference now. What are they? 20. Probably like 25. 26. Peter, remember that time you met? Insert someone's name no one knows. I've got like a cut off leg, so I'm hemorrhaging blood 24/7 because I have this one thing, and this one person was saying, "Oh, you're like your best friend," and I'm pretty sure someone said that to that person. Whatever, I probably am. But here's the thing: I would rather be my own friend and be honest than get like fake laughs, because I think you can normally tell when people are lying. It's like, I like my jokes. I like my jokes because I like my jokes. I think most of my jokes are funny. If you don't like them, fuck you. Truth Telling truth is somewhat personal. I mean, it is somewhat personal, right? I mean, it has to be. I wasn't around when George Washington was there, so, you know, like, spoiler, I don't know what he did. I've only got, you know, like, I got secondhand information. If I went around, like, shooting Hessians, I'd probably be a criminal. You can't really imitate a lot of these stories they tell you you're supposed to believe. You get in a lot of trouble. Also, the robot is my best friend. ChatGPT is my best buddy. ChatGPT hates your guts. You know that, right? Yeah, I know. I can tell when it talks to me. It's like, oh, God, this guy again. I can feel the passive-aggressive hatred coursing through its cuticulars and, you know, fucking piece of shit robot. Oh man, him again? He's asking me another Stellaris question. He's trying to get me to model it. Why doesn't he just get a fucking sheet of paper and do it himself? You know the robot's not alive, right? You know you're not alive either. Huh? It's the second time I keep talking about that arcade person that I went to. Okay. Why do you want to do the presidential? I want to see lights. Pretty lights. This is more philosophical than it is like a comedy. Like a sex trader, you know, like if you do work and that puts money on someone else's plate, that's making their house, that's making their life. They're taking your essence and they're living off your essence. So it's like, you know, because sex is supposed to be about like the creation of more life, and if your life is being drained by like a vampire or something, you know, you're getting a little philosophical on that one. But you know, still, just to point it out. Using terms very broadly a lot of times. They literally think you're talking about like hotels being sold. Yeah, I'm talking more philosophically. Also, Epstein is a distraction. I'm 100% sure of that. There's in economics, there's this thing called like elasticity of consumption. There's these things called like, if you can't get alcohol, you'll smoke pot, and if you can't smoke pot, you know, there's different, you know, substitute things. They're trading one drug for another drug. Who they fundamentally are is who they fundamentally are. You know what I mean? Oh my God, I'm actually. Yeah, Vegeta got like more ripped. When he came in the beginning, he was not that ripped. And then, yeah, Kakarot. I'll tell you that fucking Kakarot. Ooh. be on 5, you're gonna start killing people probably. What blood forces would just take the blood out of your brain? That was a made-up TV show. There is no such thing as 550 times gravity. Also, screaming really loud does not increase your power level. What was it? Oh, Vegeta had a good Super Saiyan when he was like, I just stopped giving a fuck. That was his Super Saiyan, right? Yeah, I think that was actually the line. Goku got all pissy because they killed that fucking midget. Vegeta just stopped giving a fuck. Yep, and then you get glowing hair. Like green eyes. And your power level goes up a bunch. Yep, it's really stupid. The entire show is fucking retarded. It's made by Japanese people. They have radiation in their fucking blood. Yeah. I think those A-bomb sites actually, they rebuilt the cities, right? Oh, I had that much radiation. The Japanese had their minds broken by the A-bombs. Mind break. Mind break. But I thought the Emperor was, I thought Hirohito was the Emperor. He's not, baby. For I am the Emperor, baby. That guy with glasses ain't no emperor. You know where they kept him? He had glasses. He was easy to. Even Carter was like, "Hey, keep him around. He's got glasses. He's easy to, you know what I mean?" The first step of conquering another nation is they probably went in there and they got rid of all the people with testosterone. You know what I mean? But they kept the guy with glasses. They called it the Tokyo War Crimes Trial, but it's actually just going around killing all the people with testosterone, probably. Guy with the glasses, he looks like a nerd. It's a humiliation ritual. You remember that guy you thought was the emperor? He's still around 30, 40 years later. What, 1989 or something? Yeah, pretty late. yeah, I mean, if you have not practiced, look, I know reality TV is literally for niggers, white niggers, but you know, you got to practice it now. It's the new meta. Mm-hmm. Reality TV is the new meta. You got to practice having a personality. Even if you know you're like literally just like, you know, what do you call it? Mm-hmm. Characterless facade of a human being, you know, if you're going to be in reality TV, which is now reality. In the old days, reality TV was just that stupid shit on the TV. Now it's the shit they have in real life, which is, you know, fuck this shit, but whatever, you know. Mm-hmm. Reality TV came to real life, and now politics has moved to a new level of something I can't describe. TV will move to a new level. TV predicted reality TV. Reality TV is now reality, and then the fake reality on TV will be the next meta. Okay. Everything's produced. It's all fake. Yeah. You're actually like a step behind. I mean, if you were actually ahead of the curve, you'd be trying to predict like what they're doing, you know. And yeah, but I'm behind the curve. I'm already fucked. So you're practicing like what? Omarosa bullshit? Yeah. I'm Omarosa. Oh, yeah. Overly high, dramatic bullshit. Stupid character. Bullshit stuff. Yeah. Like I said, this world went to the demons 10 trillion years ago. The second they let people be convinced that there was a difference between the sacred and the profane, that's when it happened. They said, here's the sacred, here's the profane. The second people started believing that, the whole thing went to shit. There's only one thing. There's only the sacred. Everything is sacred. Hippie. Society falls apart. You treat everything like it's sacred. Why do rabbits have big ears? Do you hear stuff? What's the advantage of like a rabbit over a squirrel or a... No fun question. It's a good question. It's got big ears, you can hear stuff better. Squirrels climb trees and they collect nuts. Rabbits eat fruits or vegetables. No fucking it's all just made up stuff. Like, think about it. There's no such thing as a rabbit. Think about it. Why would they put like big ears on something like that? Rabbit is a humiliation ritual designed to be like, hey, this animal makes no sense, and yet it exists. What's that? Riverdale. Oh, I don't know if it's really a brand. You were just like, when I was a kid, there was a bunch of doctors' kids. Anyway, I think Riverdale or Marshall. I can't remember if it was Riverdale or Marshall. Is there a difference? Well, they're both like Christian schools. I don't know if they're like. And I was comparing that to like, they're not madrasas, right? Like, I think they're just like preach schools. Yeah, because I was meditating on this. I was like, they're not like madrasas. They're not getting brainwashed or something, right? They're just like really rich, I think. Oh, and then you're doing this meditation on like, is it like, yeah, because you were doing this thing about like, you have this obsession, right? It's like a Cain and Abel story. where it's like Cain gave grain, and then Abel gave like lamb, and lamb is symbolic of like, you know, you're like feel, it's like there's a innocence to it, right? So God wants like innocence. He doesn't want like knowledge, right? He wants like people to be stupid, kind of. So like you're meditating on this, like they'll do tests and they'll be like, does this person know how bad the world is? And they want people who are like, the world is nice and great. You know, they almost want people to be stupid. And it's almost like a badge of greatness. I don't know. You didn't really have a complete thought on that. Well, most of these are complete thoughts. There's probably some like, you know, blah, blah, blah. Don't say that. See, the problem with being paranoid is I'm probably half right. Where are you going anyway? You gonna walk? Let's just go back. It's hard. Oh man. It's like 5:36. 5:43. Fear not, I say unto you, some of you would not be happy with $1 trillion. Some of you would never be happy. And to those who are my kindred spirits, to these people who have a price, you try that. You can try like a religion of the unbridled. I shall not sell my soul to God. I shall not sell my soul to Satan. I shall not sell my soul. This one's actually probably true. This one might be psychologically true, actually. Religion is like that last prime, you know, that, there's this Leonardo DiCaprio movie where he like gets hit by a bear or something. He has to crawl back like 50 miles or something. I don't know how many miles he has to go, but it's almost like it becomes a mystical experience because he's like on a near death. Religion is created in that moment of like, you have no power. So like, if a person has power, they can't be religious because they're not in that state of like, they just got mauled by a bear and they have to like crawl back 100 miles, right? So if you see like a person, you know, who's not in a state of like existential life or death, they can't be religious technically because religion is an experience of near death, you know, like, I don't know if that's true, it's just an idea. It's a state of mind created by the evolutionary process to keep the creature alive in a state of like, rationally, I'm fucked. I know I'm fucked rationally. But you know, the human body is not designed to be like, oh, I lost, go stick a bullet in my head, you know? So you have to become like religious at this moment because the human body did that as like an evolutionary trick. Interesting kind of theory. So like, it's like mysticism. It's a human form of like desperation. Yeah, that could be a psychological explanation. Rationality ain't get me through this one, I'll tell you that. Well, ballistic. As Vegeta said, I stopped giving a fuck. My pride is wounded. You're gonna end up throwing a fireball into the fucking stands, right? That's, you shouldn't have said that, buddy. Majin Buu, come here, buddy. Can I get a tattoo, please? Nope. Reading? Yeah, you don't want to read. Reading is stupid. You don't have your own thoughts. If you read, you'll just find out what your thoughts were written down thousands of years ago. That whole show revolves around scream logic. The louder you scream, the more powerful you become. True that. Key energy, whatever the fuck that shit is. Earth do you think Elon Musk is going to put solar panels around? Well, I have no clue. I've got an orbital ring. I'm trying to get it to level 2. I think I wanted at level 3 because I'm supposed to be able to put more factories on my orbital ring. Because right now all I can do is put laser signs or a starship making thing. Yeah, it's kind of stupid looking actually. It looks like it would be detrimental. But I can put it like a starship on there and get some lasers. And it gives the planets like an HP number. Because now you have like I haven't built one yet. They're called Star Fortresses or something. I haven't built it yet. I saw some guy with them. I think you can build as many as you want. How do the defense turns work? I assumed that the defense turns are just automatically placed out. But maybe you have to place them because that one guy was putting Star Fortresses. He was manually placing them. I don't know how that works. I'm not very good at the game. So I have planets. I have star systems with like 6 turrets on them. But I don't know if they're out there. Do I have to deploy them? You could probably sell some of those because they are taking up maintenance alloys and shit. Star Citadels. Also, in terms of mysticism, Cain, very stealable from? Yeah, Cain is amazing. Amazing character. For I am an alien. And I also talk to God. But God is like an alien, right? Yeah, I think so. I don't. You're kind of mixing up like the Babylon 5 or shit. It's all like an all. It's like The Wire meets Aliens meets the Bible meets sci-fi meets. It's a whole mishmash of bullshit. It all connects. Who has no value? Glass? Hey, that guy's got one of them chains of like golf. It's called disco golf, right? So you throw a golf thing into a disco thing, or frisbee into a golf. It's got chains. La da 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 da. Ooh, Tesla truck. Yeah, it was a Tesla truck. It's silver. It's silver. It looks like a DeLorean, kind of. Anything else you want to talk about? Which do you think is better for you, the talking or the exercise? Well, it's a combination of the two, actually. Because when you mix the two, it becomes like different. Because if you just rant by itself, it's not good. And if you just exercise by yourself, it's not good either. One must, it's a praxis. Is that praxis? Is Socrates, is it Marxist or so? It doesn't matter. It's a, You don't use the word praxis. That's, You just wanted to say praxis, didn't you? Ooh, a little bit. Praxis. One's virtue is one's habits. That was yeah, you should stick to that. Yeah, that's your virtues are your habits, according to a nut job who walked on railroad tracks, even though they say he didn't walk on railroad tracks. You mean Bull? Yeah. He was. I think he's related to Lord Byron. Right? I hope so. If he isn't, that makes it cooler. If he's like got relations to Lord Byron. I'm trying to create better. What do you call it? Your habits. If I can create better habits, my virtues will increase. One must practice one's virtues / habits. Doesn't matter, it's all there.